Hello and welcome back to Booch Ball, the only podcast on the internet talking kombucha in college sports. I'm Alex, joined as always by my lovely co-host Freed. How you doing over there, Freed?
Well, I was tired, but now that we're here on set, I am wide awake. I'm hungry for Booch, absolutely famished.
Damn, call him Katy Perry the way he's wide awake. Welcome back after a Miami loses to Florida State for the third year in a row. Jordan Travis beats us. Emory Williams played his heart out, breaks his arm in half. Tyler Van Dyke throws a fitting interception to lose the game. And yeah, and here we are. Here we are standing at 6-4, Freed.
The team fought hard. With decent QB play, we'd at least be 8-2. It was a close game. That's all we could really ask for last week. We had a chance to win. FSU, not that great. They're going to win the ACC and get absolutely pounded by whoever they play in the playoffs. Speaking of teams that are not that great, we got a red thread here at the bottom because Louisville coming to town this week. We'll get to that later in the episode.
That's right. We've got a top 11 matchup coming to town. Louisville 9-1. And Louisville won't be the only thing coming down to Miami this week, Freed, because the McGuire family is going to be heading down, baby. I'm heading down to the 305 this Thursday with my sister, my sister's boyfriend, my sister's boyfriend's sister, my family, and my grandparents. And we're going to do it up in the 305 this weekend, baby. We're going to bring some good luck to the Canes.
Hell yeah, we need it.
Yes, that's for sure. And you know who I wish I could bring along with me is an old pal of mine, you know, an old friend of the show of Booch Ball. Actually happened to be one of our first ever guests that we had on the program, a fraternity brother of ours, in fact.
Who could it be?
Captain of the Miami Hurricanes men's club lacrosse program.
No way.
It's the one, the only, Matt, the Godfather, Guzzy.
Yeah. Hey guys, what's happening, man?
What's up, Eric? What's up, Alex?
Hey,
It's great to be here.
where are you in from today?
Checking in from beautiful Branford, Connecticut.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Are you
great
still in
town.
over around Indian Neck?
Oh yeah.
They gonna change that name ever? Do you think? Or are they just gonna keep
I don't
riding?
think so. I think we're just doing it. We
Yeah.
already made too many signs. It would take like a week to change it. So
Yeah, no, for
Ain't
sure.
nobody got time for that.
now we're doing other stuff.
Yeah, but guys, you're calling from Brantford. You know, you and I basically used to be neighbors practically.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day. And you know, part of how this whole thing got started off was that Gaz and I used to host a like a halftime show for most of like I think it was like the basketball games that we were really doing it for.
We did it for every Miami game.
Yeah, every football game too, didn't we?
Football, a lot of basketball, and some women's basketball.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we were really
What
had
was
a
it called? Hurricane Radio.
Hurricane Radio, which was a live video feed that
Facebook, right?
I was just it was on Facebook Live. I had always liked the idea of hurricane. That's like
It was kind of hot. I feel like we had like a whole thing.
Yeah. I felt like I really earned my stripes as a broadcaster during those segments. I think Gaza, you kind of came in with you're kind of like the color guy. You come in with kind of like a freewheeling, you know, say what's on your mind, just
No
having
holds
fun,
bar.
keeping it light. Whereas I was kind of like I was the play-by-play. I was the Jay Alter of our organization, but wow, well here we all are today, huh?
Here we are.
Did you used to watch those, Freed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you love them? Did you have so much fun?
Of course.
Yeah.
It
We used to
compelled
get more
me
people
to-
watching them live than we do on this thing.
Yeah, it
I
compelled
remember
me
having like
to
30
get
people
on
on
the show.
Yeah,
you know?
we had a lot of people because everybody was already watching the Miami games anyways.
I feel like Facebook has really fizzled out since that point. There's no way we could get that back now.
Yeah, I guess
It
like
was-
Instagram Live would be the
It
way.
was also during half times of the football show. So it just worked out perfect. You'd go that, and that. You'd be
And you
good.
couldn't get it anywhere else. It was not a podcast. It did not go onto YouTube. It was just in that we had 15 minutes and we would go right up until the game started and then send everyone back to their regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah. It was great.
Love that.
Fantastic.
That's
In
Well,
beautiful
guys-
little New Haven, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, welcome back to Booch Ball. It's been a few years. You get busy in the fall. A lot of turkey stuff, a lot of Christmas tree stuff, a lot of clucking. But thanks for making the time. Clucking's not the right word. It's more like gobble.
It's a gobble, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a gobble. Yeah,
But,
how's turkey season, guys?
It's rolling. It's in motion. We're just doing what we can, keeping up with it, and we're hoping to have a good season.
All right, and this is the famous Ghazi or Goatzy or Gotzi or however you want to pronounce it, Gozzi Turkey Farms in Guilford, Connecticut.
Yep.
And Ghazi, what is it that sets your turkeys apart from a typical turkey?
So first of all, this is probably the most significant fact is the typical turkey that you see for Thanksgiving is a Gozi turkey. Okay.
Okay.
From like 1940 and before that, turkeys were all like the wild breed, which were the darker feathers. The lighter color feather that you see, like that gets pardoned by the White House, that is a Gozi turkey.
Really?
Yeah, my grandfather genetically like bred it.
Huh.
So all
Himself?
white turkeys are. What do you say?
Was he the breed? Was he? All right, I'm going down a bad path with this. Never mind.
Yeah,
Sorry.
all
Motherfucker
the
turkey guys.
turkeys are half Italian.
Gave him that Italian seasoning.
If
I
you
love
look
that.
closely, I have a lot of my features.
They look just like you. I was eating this turkey and I thought, wow, he looks just like Matthew.
Okay, but the thing, this is a great little sidetrack history lesson. But what I wanted to get out of you is that you guys dye the feathers of your turkeys different colors, also.
There are rainbow turkeys at the farm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real attraction.
Can't tell you how.
If you're ever driving through the shoreline of Connecticut, somewhere between early November and late November, swing on by the Ghazi Turkey Farm.
It's a show. It's a show. There's a lot of people.
So I've just I went to Whole Foods to get my kombucha for this week, and as I do, I sometimes go to Whole Foods. And by the way I like to shop at Whole Foods, the best time to go is during the busy season. Everybody's just all around. There's so much commotion. There's so much happening that, piece of brie cheese gets lost along the way. Who's to say what are they going to check the inventory about that? Something falls through the cracks. Who's to say what happens there? But I did get a rotisserie chicken, and I actually I don't know if I've ever done this before, but I made chicken stock out of it. Just put it in a pot, let it simmer, and go. So we always there's chicken stock, but you never hear about turkey stock. What's is that a thing? Or you guys, what are you doing with the carcass of the turkey? Why aren't we turning that into turkey soup?
I think turkey soup exists. I think that chickens are just more manageable. They're smaller, quicker. They're basically the same animal.
Yeah,
it's just 3 times as big as a chicken.
Wow, that's the kind of information that you would only get here on Booch Ball with Ghazi Turkey Farm's own Matt Ghazi, the Godfather.
Thank you. Turkey eggs are like 3 times bigger than chicken eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're into efficiency, get turkey eggs.
Huh.
The reason people don't do them is because the portion's too big.
But Matt, where could a guy like me who lives on the shoreline of Connecticut possibly find turkey eggs?
You'd have to meet me late at night.
Uh-oh.
But I got him.
Uh-oh.
Could be maybe a Booch for egg transaction.
He's breeding.
Creed, I could get you some eggs to Texas. No problem.
I know a guy. All right,
We wouldn't
beautiful.
worry about
As long as
postage.
Freed doesn't try to send me, because every time Freed has tried to send me kombucha, I always just get like a freezer bag that's full of shards of broken glass.
A box of
One of
broken
those 2 times was on you. It arrived fully intact, and you dropped it, not
I
me.
did drop one on the way to the fridge. Well, Freed, that's not going to happen on today's episode because we've got our own kombuchas safely in hand, and the kombuchas that you and I will be enjoying today
Safely in can.
are in cans. It's time for the first segment of Booch Ball, the one we like to call What We're Drinking.
What we're drinking.
Ghazi's showing off the Canes Lax. Is that a new merch, or is that existing?
I hit the team store whenever it comes out, but
Yeah.
his hat is unwearable. It's too tall.
It's too tall. Yeah, I hate that.
I could never wear it out of the house.
My head's not that big, I guess.
But what
Lax
we're
merch is always
drinking.
good. What we're drinking. All right, Freed, tell us what we're drinking.
Well, when we set this one up, we were really hoping Tyler Van Dyke was going to come back and set the world on fire so we could say, hello, Ginger.
Hello, Ginger.
But we got him anyway. So, hello, Ginger. Indeed.
Very true. We ended up with the Ginger after all.
But this is a Rowdy Mermaid.
Yeah, it's a Rowdy Mermaid. Hello, Ginger. This is one that they also have a lime flavored kombucha. This kombucha has like a lemon lime kind of coloring to it, and yet there is no lime in it. Kind of misleading, don't you think?
Yuzu, ginger, and a lemon.
Oh,
So we'll have to see what that all means. Guys, what are you drinking today?
I'm drinking Kavita Bold and Smooth Kombucha. So I did stick with the ginger theme per our hosts. But I was looking for one that was Emery Williams themed, but I didn't see any.
Okay. So you ended up with a Kavita. That's a kombucha, but just barely. I got to warn you. Kavita and Booch Ball are not friends. We don't like Kavita. We're proud to shake. Oh, he shook it up.
No, don't shake it. Don't shake
it's
it.
Ball game.
It's very it's carbonated.
Oh, come on.
Oh, man. How long has it been since your last Booch Ball appearance? Probably like 3 years or something.
I did this last time, too.
Probably.
To me, I thought it was like a protein shake you had to shake.
No, it's gentle inversions, if any at all.
Oh, gosh.
And that Kavita doesn't even really have sediment because it's pasteurized, so there's really no need to shake.
You're going to have to tap on the lid.
I'm going to have to go outside to open this.
All right. Well, Alex and I are going to open up our Rowdy Mermaids here.
Well said, Creed. Well said.
Tapping his Kavita.
All right. Let's go ahead and crack this sucker.
I'm going to get a towel.
It smells very citrusy.
Yeah, so it has yuzu. And according to the internet, yuzu is a free and open source emulator of the Nintendo Switch developed in C++.
I'm sure that's what we're drinking, Alex.
I bet that's...
Oh, never mind. Yuzu is
a question?
Huh?
Can you guys see my hand right now?
No.
Okay, because it's like the view over
I had a nickel every time Gaz asked me that. You scoundrel.
No, is it because the view over there, which showing me myself, is different than the one of the whole. But the three of us is what?
Yeah, I got that one.
Oh, yeah. Come to the other one.
Yeah, this one. That
was too much.
I
don't want all that.
Oh, now I can see what your hand's doing, guys. Hey, we're on a live stream.
Oh, the invisible man.
All right, what is yuzu? Yuzu is very sour and tastes like a mix between a tangy lemon, bitter grapefruit, and sweet orange. Its tart flavor profile is underscored with hints of floral and herbal notes.
When you first smell this Rowdy Mermaid Hello Ginger, it smells like a Moscow Mule. Gingery, a little bit of lime. It smells really good.
I have a feeling this is going to taste like too much like a Sprite, and I'm going to not like it. But let's go ahead and find out.
I said I was famished, hungry for Booch, and it does not disappoint. It's hitting the spot for me right now.
Actually, it is good. I do like. I mean, if there's one thing I like, it's fucking ginger and lemon flavored things. This has enough lemon that it's counteracting the. I think sometimes
some of that's probably the yuzu.
Rowdy Mermaid sometimes has a little bit of a, almost like a fake. It's kind of like an aspartame kind of sugary, like it doesn't. I
wouldn't say an aspartame. Rowdy Mermaid, I feel like the ones we've had, it's been more on the bland side, more seltzery.
Yeah.
but this one's pretty good.
It kind of tastes like White Claw-y.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I see Gaz has his Kavita open. What are you thinking over there, Chief?
I'm just wondering, you guys are the pros. Is this stuff good for you?
Not Kavita, but
Yeah, Kavita, they pasteurize their kombucha, so it loses a lot of the health benefits. The majority of the kombuchas we drink, we feel as if they're very good for you. They're probiotics. You get a lot of fruits.
Kavita is
amino
probiotic. You know,
acids.
that's one of the one things that they do claim to be a probiotic something bubbly.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it says live probiotics. It's like
they add in the bacteria later. It's not quite the same. It's
what it is, guys. Is it's
Drinking
gas station kombucha is what it is.
ugh.
It's gas station kombucha, and it's it's still it's gonna be healthier than if you just got like a Pepsi.
a soda.
Yeah, a couple Booch heads like yourself would know best.
Yeah. So we usually steer clear of Kavita, and Freed especially hates it. But Freed,
sorry.
let me read off the thing here. They don't have the typical Rowdy Mermaid thing that I can read off and make my dude.
Can we still hear your voice though?
Oh, am I gone?
I'd like to hear I just want to hear the dude voice.
Oh yeah. So I think I switched it. So this one, I'm gonna do the cowboy one for this one.
Yeah.
Designed for vitality. Bright, citrusy, yuzu and lemon. Spiciness and fresh cut ginger. Naturally occurring probiotics. It was like 2 episodes ago that you were like, "Oh, it's actually I'm actually muting my burps because the audio."
I swear I tried to mute that. I pressed mute on the mic. I guess it didn't work.
It didn't work all right.
Last time I tried to mute my mic.
Tastes like regeneratively sourced tea and sugar. See, this is boring. They don't have any part of the fun with kombucha companies is that they'll have like a little they'll have a little flair. They have GTs, which has all sorts of different things on it. They've got the health aid.
Rowdy Mermaid. We've established Rowdy Mermaid. Boring.
Is LZ in the chat?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, LZ?
What's up, sister?
Our future guests. What's your cat's name again, Gazi?
Max. He's named after Max Scherzer.
Nice.
Heterochromia.
Does he have like
the 2 eyes? Yeah, he
Yeah.
has the 2 eye thing. I'll try and get him on.
I can't tell. Your camera is terrible. What kind of a computer are you working with there? You got a Mac?
It's like a regular.
You got a Dell?
Windows? I don't know.
Windows. That checks out.
Yeah.
Hello, friend LZ. All right, we're drinking the Rowdy Mermaid. Hello, Ginger, as we're saying hello to Tyler Van Dyke, the Ginger, for the Miami Hurricanes, our new old quarterback.
He's starting next week.
Stuff. All right, boys. Well, we told the people, and especially Dr. Lauren Zimmerman on the line, what we're drinking. It's now time to move on to the second segment of Booch Ball, which, as we all know, is, of course, what we're thinking.
What we're thinking.
Where's your head at? What we're thinking. All right, boys. I'm going down to Miami this weekend. I'm leaving on Thursday. Okay. And the 3 of us all were in Miami at the same time together. We all went to college together. We were all in a fraternity together, a frat. We lived, we loved, we came, we saw, we conquered. So what I want to talk about is kind of like
debatable.
What I want to talk about is when you're going back down to Miami, when was the last time you went down, and like what are the things that you made sure to do? And like the places that if somebody else was going down to Miami, you would be like, oh, if you're going to Miami, you definitely have to do this.
When I go to Miami, it's all about the Cuban food for me. That's my first priority.
Okay. What's your spot again? Because I usually go to the Versailles.
Versailles? Yeah, I mean, I think Versailles is the OG. If I'm in the Googles,
Versailles, which is like a French name. Why do they call it Cafe Versailles? But then in Spanish, it's like Versailles would be how you would pronounce that. But it's
Cubans French. Probably like French shit.
¿Por qué? Pero Okay, so wait, which one do you like to go to? You go to Calle Ocho?
Yeah. So I mean, I go to Versailles on Calle Ocho, but if I'm over in Coral Gables, I would go to Mojito Grill by Sunset Place.
By Sunset Place. Okay, so more like South Miami
It's like
area.
a fast casual type, like Chipotle type Cuban place.
You're going to a Chipotle. That's like when I go to Mexico, I go to
But it's authentic.
Moe's Southwest Grill.
No, but it's an
Yeah, I
authentic.
go to a little
It's
place
just
called
in a fast
Chipotle.
casual version.
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
LZ chimed in with the Monty's PK3s.
Monty's is my. I have to go back to Monty's every time I go back to the 305.
Yeah. I was
That's where I tell people to go.
Yeah. I can drink a lot of PK3s. I can call it a PK9 by the time I'm done with them.
PK1s for me.
But I have kind of an interesting relationship with Monty's because I grew up going down and visiting Miami all the time. And my grandpa loves Monty's, and he loves going down because they have chicken nut fingers and blah blah blah.
Birds of a feather.
I used to go down when I was a super young kid, and Monty's was the place. And then I became like middle school into high school age, and then all of a sudden
right around your quinceanera.
Yeah, for sure. Which I had at a Chipotle.
Right.
They gave me free guac that day.
Yeah,
but I was like, Monty's isn't cool because it's my grandpa's favorite place, and it's such a tourist trap, and it's just chicken fingers, and I'm I feel like I'm at a Disney, just kind of fake, very kind of lame, and then. It wasn't until the tail end of my college experience, once I turned 21.
That's the key.
I think Monty's was pretty strict about IDs and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, it's for upperclassmen.
Yeah, so and it's good. I some places I think do need to stick to their guns and not let in young kids. You gotta I feel like it's good to gatekeep to a certain degree of the fake IDs.
They would let the youngins in. They just wouldn't let them drink.
The Rat did that as well. I guess they had a lot more to lose by they had to be super strict. But anyways, it took me until But it took me until I was a senior and then went to Monty's, and I was like, oh shit, you guys have just this has been the Friday night spot the whole time. And
Friday evening.
Happy hour.
It's happy hour. Yeah. And I didn't realize
it.
Yeah. Which was and I kind of realized it on the second half of my senior year. And by that point it was too late. But so now when I go back, I'm Friday night, we're going to Monty. We're doing a sunset boat tour that leaves from Monty's and then ends at Monty's this Friday.
That boat tour knows what they're doing.
3:30 to 5:30 ends right back at Monty's. That's
the whole Macchino family.
It's just the kids.
Nice. Oh, but I was with your cousin the other day, by the way.
Connor Mack.
The ones from Guilford.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was with him.
Connor and Miss Jessica.
Yes, I was with him 2 weeks ago.
Hell yeah! You want to expand? Or you just
sure.
You just wanted to shout out the McGuire family.
No, just was at Stony Creek at a mozzarella making class. And it was
a little couples night.
Yeah, I guess we have a mutual friend, and it was her birthday, and so your cousins were there, and we were there with her, and so it's the six of us at a table.
Yeah, very nice. They just have.
I'm always around McGuire, so it's it's barely news,
By the way, set your calendar. Thanksgiving Saturday, Youth XL plays their final show of the year at Stony Creek Brewery. Set the calendar.
This Saturday?
No, Thanksgiving Saturday. Saturday after Thanksgiving.
So the 26th?
Something like that, yeah.
Night show or day show?
Night show, 6 to 9.
I'm there, absolutely.
Hell yeah. All right. Irregardless. Okay, so we got Monty's, obviously. Thoughts on this is another place notoriously strict on IDs, and this is the first place that I got my ID denied from. Titanic, right across the street from the baseball stadium.
Never went.
Oh, I love that place. I used to go there on Thursday nights.
Hidden gem. Yeah, kind of a hidden gem spot.
Oh, I'd walk there from the UV.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
That's a great spot. Go to see a game. I remember they took away. I went with me and Taylor McKillop went together, and Taylor got his. She was very nice. She was She's like, really? She's like, what's your address? And he was like, she was like, all right, guys, like, I'm not gonna take these away, but just no, don't use these here.
She is nice.
We're just like, whoa, I don't know what you're talking about, but we're probably just gonna peace out anyway. It's a little crowded in here too. Yeah.
Can we give a quick shout out to the Stop and Shop next door to?
Yeah.
Titanic?
What was that place called? Because I used to
It changed names so often.
The little convenience store.
Yeah, the convenience
Next to
store. the
Domino's?
Subs,
one that
dude.
used to
Subs
sell
were so good.
pallets of Tall Boy Presidentes. It used to sell like 24-ounce Presidente cans. Do you remember those?
I
like-
did not get those. But
That used to be a thing. Like that was for like we did tailgates and people would just have. They had 24 racks of. I think it was like 16 ounce. It was Tall Boy President Green.
I remember the fraternity beer of choice being the Miller High Life big one, the big pounders.
Oh, the champagne of beer, you mean?
Yeah, of course.
I love that, but I like the can in the bottle. You have to have Miller High Life in the bottle, or else it's you wouldn't drink champagne out of a can.
I have Miller High Life bottles here. Maybe I'll grab one.
Hell yeah! I wish I had some.
I bought them like 6 months ago, and I still have a couple.
I got one more Miami shout out. This wasn't really much of a college thing, more of a kind of a touristy thing. But have either of you ever been to the Venetian pool in the Gables?
Yes.
Bro,
Yes.
unreal.
Such a great spot for anybody listening.
We
to
went
ever go.
together once.
What was that?
We went together once.
You and I?
Yeah. I mean, we were with like 6 other people, but I've been there with you.
Oh, cool.
It's public, right?
Yeah.
You
You have
guys
to
go.
pay.
$12 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The time to go is during the day when kids are in school and it's empty. If you go in the summer, not fun.
Let's see. Non-resident rates September through November 27th. Hey, it's $16 right now.
And I think it's like half that if you have a cane card or you live in the Gables.
Bro, this is so good. I totally forgot about the Venetian pool. I'm gonna write that down.
It is like,
Gables is
you
awesome.
wonder how it's economical. It's just a wonderland. You paid like $10 to get in, and you just hang out there all day. Unreal.
It's for the inhabitants of the city, you know?
Is it?
It was
public?
formerly a limestone quarry. So it was cut out of the ground when they were mining lime rock
Okay.
and repurposed as a pool. And yeah, it's beautiful.
That's crazy. I totally forgot about the Venetian pool. I once snuck into the Biltmore pool one time.
That's a
Me
good
and
point.
my
Do
girlfriend.
you have to sneak into that?
girlfriend.
Or was that just
Yeah, my girlfriend and remember Ange? Her and I were because I used to live right by the Biltmore, so we just like went for like a night stroll, and then we snuck into the pool, and then like within 5 minutes, somebody was like, "Hey guys, I'm not gonna make a big deal." I've had so many situations in my life. I've had enough that go both ways. I've had plenty that are just like, "Hey guys, you really shouldn't be doing that. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it." And then I've also had situations where people are like, "Hey,
Will
you
they
should
throw the book at you?
now you're under arrest."
Yeah, they're like, you're actually going to prison.
I like to live dangerously, I suppose.
I popped into the Wynwood Walls one night.
What do you think about the Wynwood Walls?
You can just jump over that fence anytime you want.
Oh, you snuck in though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Do you
saying.
think-
Like
is
middle of the
Wynwood
night.
over though? Is Wynwood like too much? Is it like sometimes I get the feeling that Wynwood is like they're like trying too hard to be a Brooklyn-y kind of spot.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I mean, this was like 8 years ago I snuck in, but
Yeah.
it's cool. The walls are cool. It's a public thing.
When was the last time you went down to Miami?
No, last year.
Okay, for
I haven't been in years. It's been like 2 or 3 years since I've been to like actual Miami.
Damn.
Next
but
year?
you're always going home to West Palm.
I'm in West Palm a lot, but no need to go all the way down to Miami.
I'm in Lodi a lot for just chilling. I usually when I go down
By
there,
a velo?
yeah, I fly a velo straight in,
Nice.
and then usually I'll be there for 3 days. And one day I'll scoot down to Miami and go to Monty's and do whatever, and then come back.
Yeah, we need to coordinate that sometime soon.
We need to next year, Miami, Florida State.
Yeah,
Do
let's
you-
just book it right now,
Will
Booch
you
Ball
be
Road
back?
Trip, Part 2.
dude. College game day. I'll make a sign in the back.
Booch Ball?
You guys talk. I'll just booch.
More Booch?
We should set up our own desk with microphones, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys set up the desk. I'll be the fan in the back.
I mean, the ultimate goal was to do that at Temple, but we didn't do that. But
yeah,
we all got together. We had some kombucha.
Temple was awesome.
Temple wasn't that awesome. It was
You didn't have a good day with your friends?
I had a good day, but it was raining. We were in a parking lot. So it was just like
So
puddles
what?
of
The
rain.
kombucha was flowing. The Canes got a win. We were 4-0.
It's the company.
Yeah, but Temple itself was nothing to like. There was nothing going on, and then everybody just left afterwards.
Empty stadium, rainy.
I have to say, I hated that spot. The like casino bar, like
Xfinity,
the Xfinity zone. Yeah, that place sucked.
Why? You just hate Philadelphia people because they're so blue collar?
Yes.
Yeah. You just hate hard work.
I would never let everybody I saw in that building. I would not let into the Venetian pool. Let's just say I would charge extra.
I ended up stuck at the Xfinity zone with Dolphus and Hilton for like 2 hours after Ghazi left. Had to eat my third Philly cheesesteak of the weekend. And let's just call it what it is. Those things are not good. They're really bad.
I like a Philly cheesesteak, but I disagree. I like a Philly cheesesteak.
I will say this. At no point have I ever thought they were better in Philly than out of Philly. They claim that thing.
Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, Jersey Mike's anywhere in the country.
I just go to my uncle's house. Mike.
Yeah.
Jersey Mike.
I went to the place Pat's, whatever like the famous one is.
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't give a shit about me. I feel like they put no effort into it. And the cheesesteak was just like a hot dog roll with some meat. Like,
that's why I don't like people from Philly. Also, that one of them stole my wallet at a bar later in the night.
That night?
Yeah. My wallet got stolen. And now I decided not to replace my wallet, and I'm just using a rubber band. I'm using a rubber band and a hair tie that my friend gave me.
That's
That's my new wallet. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
That's
pretty blue collar of me, actually.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, now that I think about it.
Freed, what'd you guys do for the next 2 hours at Xfinity?
Stand there.
Oh, you stood the whole time? You didn't even sit?
Dude, yes. I was absolutely exhausted from just standing there and watching Penn State on TV. It was exhausting.
Penn State, Iowa.
Yeah, Penn State, Iowa. What a game that was.
Oh,
it's like 24-0, right? 36-0.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. Hey, Freed, why don't you let your dog get in there for a second here? I know he obviously wants to get on the show.
It's not even my dog, dude. He's just my neighbor. The dog goes out in the yard and stands right next to my office and just barks. I was trying to get the YouTube dog whistle app going on, but then I had to unmute myself. I'll play it anyway for the boys. Shut up!
And he just freaks out when you do that.
Oh my God. That almost made me freak out.
He just goes nuts.
Wow. Damn. Well, the dogs are out today, that's for sure. With Matt, the Godfather Ghazi, on the show with us here. Booch Ball 2023, Season 4. Boys, we've told you what we're drinking. The Rowdy Mermaid Hello Ginger. You want to do a quick stop in on the Boocha barometer here? How are we feeling on this one, Freed?
Honestly, not really. It's pretty good. That's all I got.
You could have just said that. You could have just said it's pretty good instead of no, I don't want to answer the question and then answering the question.
Alex, I vote for the Boocha barometer. You want to know how I really feel? I kind of like it, but it's hard for me to tell if I'm just really hungry or if I really like it. But it to me, it's a Moscow Mule in a can, no alcohol. What's not to like?
It's lots of lemon in it, so it's not really Moscow Mules have more lime for me. All right, fair enough. Moving on. It's time for the third, and that means the final segment of Booch Ball, which is, of course, who we're picking. Picking. All right, Freed, who are we picking this week?
I didn't write it down, so I have no idea. I'm blissfully unprepared, as per usual. Listen, it's fall. There's
Reed,
turkeys. I got to
used
take
to
care
do
of the
this
turkeys.
show.
I'm busy.
You used to have all your notes. You used to have all the players' numbers and all their stats and everything like that. This is just what happens as Miami starts becoming
It's all
worse
in
and
here.
worse.
Yeah, no, you're right. If this was a post-Temple week, I would be prepped and ready to go. But
Yeah, you'd have all of Xavier Restrepo's like yard per game stats and his
I still got those because he doesn't catch balls anymore.
Jacoby George yak is through the roof. It is.
That's true.
Are we
That
talking
really-
football now?
That ball really did like teleport into his hand. Where my dog's at. Yeah, sorry guys, we're in the picking segment, but do you want to get in quickly and talk about Miami football? Any observations you wanted to share?
Yeah.
Actually, no. Wait, let's share that.
A decent amount of time talking about that.
No, probably not. But we'll do it. We'll cover it once we get to the picking of Miami versus Louisville. That's when we'll do it.
That's
He's got his
fancy.
Miller High Life.
The great part about this time of year, Freed doesn't know about it because he's a Southern boy, but you leaving things in your car this time of year is refrigerated.
I wasn't sure if you had like a garage situation, like if you left them out back. How's your grass going, by the way, guys?
It's really good, thank you.
I followed
really
like a saga.
My grass is dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it one more mow probably tomorrow morning, and then let her go for the winter. And then I'm just so excited
That's
for it to
hot.
come back in the spring. I'm so excited.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any plants out there? Anything you're trying to grow?
No, I don't do plants. I just do Kentucky bluegrass.
You know what you should look into? My dad is growing a banana plant in our backyard in Connecticut.
That's tropical.
And you're right on that waterfront bend. You have that kind of nice, temperate, mild climate being right next to the water.
Wow.
Maybe look into it. Maybe we'll get you and Bruce connected. Have you guys do some networking, talk about plants.
I'm gonna have a word with him.
Absolutely.
We have something to discuss.
Should have more than one. Have a couple words with him.
I love that guy.
Bruce, down in Miami right now, actually, waiting for me to arrive. All right, boys. Who are we picking? Let's say it up. For the first game on the slate, we've got the Utah Utes coming off a very close game against Michael Penix and the Huskies.
Phoenix.
The Utes are taking on Arizona, the Wildcats, who just escaped against Deion Sanders and the Buffalo Buffs. Arizona favored by 1 point. Freed, who you picking?
Dude, Arizona has 7 wins. Let's just take a second to acknowledge how many more games they've won than expected this year. That's pretty wild. I just don't trust them. They're favored, I know, but give me Utah.
All right. Gaz, Utah at Arizona. Who you got?
I've got Utah by about 19 points.
Wow.
I might tease them to 19. I'm going to see what the odds are.
Love it. I'm right there with you. I never miss an opportunity to pick the Utah Utes. Even though
they just went toe-to-toe with Washington.
They could go to toe-to-toe against any team. That's why we need to expand the playoff, because like a 9-3 Utah team they would go toe-to-toe with Florida State.
Then answer me this. If they're so good, why is Arizona favored?
It's a trick.
People hate Mormon people. Vegas hates Mormons.
Imagine Utah with Cam Rising. It'd be kind of good.
They could get him back. Is he going to go into his 7th year of eligibility?
Probably. Who knows? Maybe Miami. Maybe we can coax him to transfer
to the
down
U.
To Miami.
From the U to the U.
Oh, that'd be tight.
He's 24 years old.
All right.
Who was the Georgia quarterback from last year?
Stetson
Bennett.
I'm trying to get Stetson to come out of the NFL back to Miami.
He should.
I want him to do a grad year at Miami. I think we can make it work. That's how the world works now, right?
So last week we did some rivalry McGuire, and what I'm wondering is there a name for this game? Because we got Kansas State favored by 8 points at Kansas. Gonna need a little quick Google search, but this has got to be the Battle for the Prairie or some shit like that.
Yeah, let's see if I can look it up. So this series, yep, it's definitely called something. It's you
The
guys,
Sunflower Rumble.
did you just steal my thunder there by looking it up?
No, I didn't look it up. Is that what it's called?
How do you know it's called the Sunflower, the Dillon's Sunflower Showdown?
Oh, I was close.
How did you know it was the Sunflower?
Kentucky's the sunflower state.
Really? I didn't know that. Do you know that, guys?
Yeah, great fact, Freed.
The
Sunflower Showdown, so obvious. I should have known.
What's Texas? What are they?
The Lone Star State.
Oh yeah, that's
You
right.
know what Connecticut is?
The turkey factory.
Handsome men state.
That
And
is
women.
It's the nutmeg state.
Yeah. Isn't it also the Constitution state?
Correct.
We're both, right?
Why do we get two?
We're just a couple nutmeggers.
I think the nutmeg is our tree.
That's what
right?
the N in Banff stands for.
Badass nutmeg fellas.
All right, so Kansas State is an 8-point favorite against Kansas. Kansas was the number 16 team in the country last week, lost at home to Texas Tech. Gaz, what you think here?
I got Kansas State blowing them out. I'm taking Kansas State by a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wildcats everywhere. Throw your hands up in the air. I've got the Kansas State Wildcats as well. Let's go.
Dude, if you're giving me 8 free points in a rivalry game as heated as the Sunflower Showdown, I'm taking Kansas with one of their 3 quarterbacks. Why not?
I actually agree with you here. Is this one of those games that no matter where they're ranked, it's always a 1-point game?
Well, usually neither of them are ranked. So
yeah, I'm saying regardless of their difference in caliber.
you got to think so, right? It's an interstate battle. Why not?
I'll look it up.
Kansas leads the all-time series, including a 37-22, but that's not in recent history because Kansas State has always been better. Kansas routinely went like 1-10 for like 10 years.
Oh, I have every result right here.
Carry on.
Start at 1950 and just keep reading.
No. Wow. Kansas State dominates this thing.
Don't try to read and Booch at the same time here, boys. It's tough.
Yeah. Kansas State has won the last 14 years, and it doesn't look like it's
But
ever
Kansas
been
leads
close.
the all-time series.
That's because they won from like
from like 1950 until whenever.
to 1983. They won every game. Basically.
Is Kansas State still coached by that super old guy?
No. Bill Snyder, he's been gone for a few years. It's Lance Leipold now.
Is he still alive?
No, is that true? No, it's Chris Kleiman, the former North Dakota guy, is at Kansas State now. Leipold is Kansas.
Do you guys remember when we almost had Frank Martin, the old Kansas State basketball coach? It was literally between him and like Jim Larinaga. Like we could have just as easily had Frank Martin. You remember Frank Martin?
Nope.
He was like this big dude. He's like vaguely Hispanic too.
Is that what qualified him for the Miami gig?
He's the UMass coach. Yeah, just like Mario.
Being a little Hispanic helps you getting the
Yeah, he ended up at South Carolina.
Isn't Coach
Manny
L
Diaz?
or is Coach L a little Italian?
Larinaga. Yeah, he's like Cuban, I think.
Cuban.
Yeah, bro. It doesn't look like it.
Larinaga.
Larinaga.
All
all right, boys.
It's
Third up on the list, we've got Penix Jr.
Hey, Penix.
We've got Washington, the Huskies, traveling to Oregon State to take on the Beavers. So we've got
It's finally happened.
Penix
The
versus
Penix
the Beavers.
matchup. Let's go.
Beavers
Finally.
favored by 1.5 points. Freed, who do you got?
Dude, that's another one where you look at the spread and you say, what does Vegas know? Washington's defense has been suspect. As the kids like to say, sus. Right?
Sus.
Kids like to say sus.
No,
Maybe that's why Utah was hanging in there. Oregon State, they got that big O-line, Adrian Martinez, DJ Ugalele. But I'm taking my boy Penix. Got to do it.
Mhm.
Cover.
All right, guys. What about you?
I've been saying that Washington has had this gauntlet the last 4 games of the season to get into the playoff. If they go undefeated, they're going to get in. You just have to put them in.
Of course.
But they've just been playing. They've been playing all these mid-tier ranked teams, and I've been saying they have to lose one, and they've been right on the edge every week. This could be the one, but really, what stands out more is that offense is like the UFC or the UCF 2017 offense. They can just outlast you. Like they'd be happy to play 45 to 48 football.
Yeah.
And like
And that's not Oregon State. That's not what Oregon State's going to do.
Like, dude, if you think you're holding that offense to anything less than 35 points,
you're wrong.
You're wrong. You're just wrong. You know? So I got to go Washington. The kid's hot as heck. I mean, the guy's awesome. I'm rooting for him.
Who are you rooting for?
Phoenix.
Oh, well.
Gobble, gobble, guys. I am gobbling.
Phoenix.
I'm gobbling everything that you're saying, baby. I will also be taking Phoenix with my pick. So far, I've picked every single away team.
Big Phoenix energy. All three.
Huge Phoenix energy.
Did y'all see that when what's his name? Desmond Howard was doing that on
game day. Yeah.
Game day, and he wasn't even trying to say Phoenix. He was saying penis the whole time.
You could just say it, and people are like,
he's been wilding lately a little bit. You know, he's just fully on Michigan support. Yeah.
What's his
Did you hear what Mark Sanchez said?
No.
The
Phoenix or Michigan?
No, the wide receiver's name was Brown, and the corner's name was Brown.
What did he say?
Never mind.
He's a racist.
He was a racist. Yeah, exactly.
Come on, Sanchez.
You know who else is off the cuff?
You know who else is racist?
RG3 is downright perverted.
Oh yeah?
He just says crazy stuff.
Yeah, he's fun.
He'll be like, "Oh, they're coming all over the quarterback," and then he'll laugh, and everyone will be like, "Stop."
He is a high octane, high energy.
He's a Heisman man. You know what?
Wow, well said.
All right, so we got one more game on the slate. Let's finish our booches, and we'll talk about the sentiment pick.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Hello, Ginger.
This is a Miller Booch.
We got 2 8-2 Mountain West teams. Nobody saw this coming at the beginning of the season, but UNLV at Air Force. They're playing at Falcon Stadium. Air Force favored by 3 points. That's essentially Vegas saying that these two teams are evenly matched, and they're giving 3 points to the home team. So it could be a fun game. Alex, what do you think?
I will be saluting the service of our armed forces this Monday, Tuesday after Veterans Day. So I will be picking the Air Force Falcons.
What you got, guys?
I mean, I'm all about respecting the troops. We're in God knows how many wars right now. But I got to go UNLV. I just got to think that UNLV has the players.
Vegas, baby. I'm gambling again.
I just got to think that when it comes down to the type of athletes on both teams, I got to think that Air Force kind of like due to their schedule ended up the favorite. And I think UNLV is the right guys.
So I don't know what kind of talent UNLV is bringing in, but I do know that Air Force started this year crazy hot, 8-0, getting New Year's Six Bowl hype, and then they lost by 20 to Army, lost by 14 to Hawaii.
That's what I'm saying. They're untested.
Of their schedule, they've been flying at high altitude all season. They need to chill, and UNLV is going to go in there and get this win.
Wow.
What conference is Army in? Or Air Force?
Air Force Mountain West.
Yeah, the Mountain West. They're number one, tied with. These are 2 teams tied for the lead.
Yeah. The Air Force Academy is in Colorado Springs.
Oh yeah, I was there actually. So
you see the stadium when you drive south down that whatever highway that is. You see the stadium up there. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, and they have the NORAD is there, right?
Highway.
The what?
NORAD, like the North American Air Defense.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, it's in the mountains. They have the
Oh, are you talking about the Dylan's Sunflower Showdown?
yeah. No, but you're all the Air Force stuff. You're right, because I was in Colorado Springs for a wedding, so I saw all that cool stuff.
Wow, sick brag. All right, boys.
Thanks.
I've got Air Force again. Remember, we are all good. All right, boys. You know it's time for us to pick Canes Game of the Week. What do we used to call this, Freed? This is our
Kombucha
Canes. Kombucha Canes. That's right. Time for the Kombucha Canes. We've got the UL Louisville Cardinals coming on down to Coral Gables. And by Coral Gables, I mean Miami Gardens to take on the Hurricanes. Miami. So ESPN's like matchup predictor says Miami is potentially going to win this game.
The FPI has been high on Miami all year, but the FPI is also notoriously shit. I prefer the SP Plus, which has it as Louisville winning by less than a point. And the spread is Louisville by 1. At least it was a couple days ago. So it's supposed to be a close game. I think any Miami fan could tell you this could go absolutely either way, and there's no telling. But I, for one, have been standing that Louisville is not good all year. We knew from their schedule in the preseason that they were probably going to win a lot of games. So it's not a surprise that they're 9-1, but I just don't think they're a good team. I mean, they beat Notre Dame at home in a game where the whole city was hyped for a night game. Notre Dame was overrated. Other than that win, I mean, who have they beaten?
Did they blow out Notre Dame?
Maybe, but still, I don't care. Miami blew them out in 2017, but we weren't good then either.
They beat Notre Dame by 13 at home.
They beat Duke without Riley Leonard. That's it.
Yeah,
so I'm not scared of Louisville. I've been talking shit to their fans on Twitter for a couple of weeks now. I'm going to stand by it. I'm going to go ahead and say I think TVD is going to play good enough in this game. He might throw another stupid pick. He probably will. But I just don't see Louisville scoring more than 21 points against our defense. We've been stingy all year, assuming the turnovers don't go crazy. I'm going to give Louisville 20 points. I'm going to give Miami 28. Finish the year at home with a win.
All right, Freed. Gaz?
I've also been wrong 5 out of 6 weeks.
I think that the 1-point favorite to Louisville is insane, given how much of a disaster our offensive situation has been.
Miami's not favorited. Louisville's favorited to beat us by 1.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
If I said it wrong, my apologies. I think that's insane because anytime we've started TVD, it's a disaster. And I don't mean this in a way like I don't want to be hard on the guy. I think I like him as a person. I really don't know him.
Just facts.
We're just not a team that's playing to win when he's starting. And it's unfortunate because he had some amazing games last year and really early this year, but he's just not the answer anymore, unfortunately. You know, I was on this Emory train hard at Temple. You remember this?
Mm-hmm.
That was game 4. I was like, get this guy out, put Emory Williams in. He's the truth.
That's when Tyler Van Dyke was playing his best football.
No, he wasn't.
The
signs were on the wall.
The Temple game was it was starting to trough a little bit. I want to see Jakari Brown. I
he's transferring.
It's clear at this point that he basically said he's not going to play this year. And
he's transferring. He's hitting the portal.
He's gone. It's a shame because I would have loved to see.
Are both of them going to go?
Probably TVD and JB are probably both out.
And then all of a sudden, a 25-year-old Cam Rising emerges from the Utah Plains.
Absolutely.
Yes. Someone is going to come in and just be 1-2 with Emory.
Yeah, Kansas has 3 quarterbacks too. Give us one of them.
Does Penix Jr. have a son? So does Penix Jr. have a son?
Penix the third? He's in first grade by now.
He's 19.
That's a Bennett kid's in middle school.
You mean
he plays at North Dakota State. It's AA. Okay, wait. So back to the call though. Like with TV. So I was visiting a friend, and they were like, "Oh, I'm with my guy from Miami. Got to take Miami against." I think it was NC State. I was like, dudes, with TVD playing, it's NC State by 2 touchdowns. Like, we just have no chance. You lose all momentum with interceptions. Right. You can't win a football game with the quarterback that throws interceptions. I'm much happier with Emory Williams going 8 for 23 and no interceptions.
Right.
Just game managing. So if TVD is playing, it's Louisville by 2 touchdowns. If anyone else goes in the game, we win.
I mean, it's him or a walk-on at this point, right?
I'll play. Whatever, dude. Like, someone else has to play. Ja'Cory Brown does not. He actually has nothing to gain by playing.
I think he does.
No, he has something to gain.
He's
if
here to
Ja'Cory Brown
play
goes
football. I mean, he's got to put some product on the field. He didn't really show as a freshman last year that he could lead an offense, and that was mostly because he didn't have pieces around him, and the offensive coordinator was trash. I think if these last 2 games of the season, he came out there and Miami showed a high-flying offense, he could go to whatever school he wants next year. I don't think that's the case right now. I think he's going to end up at SMU next year or an equivalent school for that.
Like an FAU. Yeah. I want you to be right. I want you to be right, and I want Ja'Cory Brown to come in.
He's not going to, though, at this point. No, I agree.
He's all that to then take it away.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to play at this point. But I'm with you. I wanted Tyler to be pulled in the middle of UVA. That was kind of the turning point for me. I don't think he should have played at NC State. I don't think he should have been allowed to finish the Virginia game. Just is what it is.
Yeah.
And despite all that, boys, I've got Miami winning 24-21. The Canes win on a last-second field goal. Andres Borregales. Andres Borregales. Yeah. Whoa. I'll be celebrating at Moe's Southwest Grill afterwards, baby.
Mojito Grill. Come on.
I might as well. Oh, mojito. That's good. Moe's. That's just like this Cuban version of Moe's. Yeah, I'm just picking that just because I want to be there, and I want, if we do win, I think it's a toss-up. I think Tyler can still put out a good game where he doesn't throw a bunch of interceptions.
We're gonna run the ball a lot.
He's a college kid. It'll be at home. It's not gonna be a packed stadium. It's gonna be at 12 o'clock. So I can't imagine it's gonna be electric out there.
It is a top 10 team, though.
I'm assuming they're gonna have a bunch of recruits there. So this their shot. So yeah, I got the Canes. We all in? Gaz, Louisville, Freed, Canes, me, Canes.
I'm Canes with someone other than TVD starting.
Okay. So you're Louisville. Perfect.
Got it.
Playing. If anyone else plays at all, I'm Canes.
All right, boys. Well, that's our picking here. The very last thing that we need to do is give you our ratings on the Booch of the week.
Wait. Can we talk about Emory Williams?
And his arm?
Yeah, Emory Williams came out, did everything we wanted him to, played exactly like he played at Clemson, he game managed. And then the guy that we wanted him to be, the courageous leader, we needed first down in the final drive to send it to overtime, and he sacrificed his body like a leader.
He did.
This guy's exactly who we thought he was, and he gets hurt because of it.
Well, let's not pretend like he played well. I don't fault him at all for that. It was, a freshman on the road at Florida State, but he didn't really play well. But he did what we asked him.
He did an admirable job.
That's right.
200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions.
Yeah.
That allows your team to play.
8 for 23.
85 of those yards were a miracle.
Dog. No, but that's what I'm saying is that we have good yards after catch, good receivers, a good line, a good defense. If you just don't blow the quarterback position, then
I'm right there with you. This 21 of the 22 players have been doing a great job this season. It's with even average quarterback play, we're 8-2, no doubt.
Yes, with the game manager, we're possibly undefeated. Maybe 8-1, 9-1.
Malik Rozier.
Maybe.
I'm at 10-0 with that beauty. By the way, he's big on Twitter.
Yeah.
Is he? Is he on Kane's Twitter? He's
like a 20. He gets 23 likes from
yeah.
fan, but
it's him and Amon Richards. Remember that guy?
Yeah, who got hurt.
Yeah. You just got to stick with your brand. He's doing the Canes cartel. Free tried to sign up for a couple of his raffles at one point, I think.
Yes. Yeah, dude. Amon, if he didn't get hurt, he would have been so good. I love that guy.
Who, Malik Rozier?
No.
Did you guys see Lawrence Cager had a touchdown for the Giants?
I did see that. Yep.
Does he still claim us, or
Georgia
does he claim
Bulldogs.
Georgia because of his grad transfer year?
Yeah, I would claim the Bulldogs if I was him.
I think he's a Bulldog.
All right, boys.
Well, he had that awesome game against Florida State.
He did.
Who cares what he claims, boys? It's time for us to claim whether or not we enjoyed the Rowdy Mermaid Hello Ginger. Before we do, guys, can you give us a quick hit? What did you think of the Kavita probiotic ginger drink?
I thought it was a little bland.
You didn't drink any of it.
Yeah, I did. I had a couple sips. That's why I didn't drink a lot.
And that says it all right there. He would rather drink Miller High Life than Kavita.
The champagne and beers, Reed. Champagne and beers. All right.
I thought it was a little bland, but, I'll get a different one next time.
All right, fair enough. Freed, what's your rating here?
For what this is, I liked it. I think this is the best Rowdy Mermaid I've probably ever had. I don't know if the score will necessarily reflect that, but this hits Moscow Mule vibes for me, and it's one of my favorite beverages. I'm going to go 6.9. Shout out to my boy Michael Penix. Nice.
Is he number 69?
No. Hey!
6.9, Freed.
Wow.
Right there
Locked
with you,
in.
brother. That's the same
Locked in.
score I gave to the GT's Gingerade, actually, from last episode. What I liked about this one is that this was a little bit more, it's more lemon forward. I really do like having that little hint of lemon. And the yuzu's fun. I like when they throw in like a little
I love a good
silly
yuzu.
little.
Random
Dude, it's
fruit.
all about the yuzu.
Yeah. The yuzu.
All about the
Zoo.
All right, Matthew Ghazi from Ghazi Turkey Farms. Thank you for joining us here on Booch Ball. Did you have fun?
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure. Hey, I got one more question for you guys.
What's up?
How are you feeling about Mario Cristobal?
It's a good question.
That's why I'm asking.
I would say I'm feeling fine. We're about where we're supposed to be. We should be / could be higher. There's been a few little hitches in the road, but we're making progress. We really are making progress. That's all we can ask for.
My hope is for Mario Cristobal to make us like what Oregon is. Like a team that's like 9-win, 10-win seasons, hovers around the playoff. Maybe if everything goes their way one year, it happens and they get lucky. But most of the time, they're going to drop 2 games. They maybe lose a stupid one. They might lose to like a better team. But if we could just consistently be a top like 15 team, like that just like goes somewhere between 20 and 7 and just kind of like oscillates throughout the season, like that's all I want. I'm just tired of just not just like every season it just being like, oh, we're 8-4 and we lost, like we went 4-4 in the ACC.
Yeah, we lost to Georgia Tech.
We just go like 6-2,
right?
And like I don't care if we don't get it, like, but let's like can we play in the game at least every other year? Like that's all I expect from him. I'm not expecting him to be Kirby Smart.
I think next year will be telling because I mean we won 5 games.
Got the whistle.
Kayla's got it now. We won 5 games last year with a shitty team. This year we're going to end up probably with 7 wins. Next year you got to win 10 games next year in year 3. That's the watermark for me. It's going to be next season. We're going up in frequency, right?
You got to get a game manager. Also, that was awesome what you just did there.
All right. I can't take this noise anymore.
Going off the rails.
All right, Freed. ETF 5 bot. Boop, 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 boop. It's a 6.9. That's the final score to the Hello Ginger,
Nice.
boys. But it's time to say goodbye to this Ginger and goodbye to this Ghazi. Matt, we love you. Thanks for coming on the show. We'll see you in either CT or in maybe in NYC for a little
I'll
game.
see you at the Venetian pool, guys.
Yeah, McGuire, I'll see you next Saturday.
Yep. You text out.
Reed, let's set something up, bud.
Florida
Let's go
State, Miami
south this
next
winter.
year.
Go south. Oh, wait, real quick. Canes basketball is awesome, and Matthew Cleveland is a stud.
Love it.
You know what? One quick basketball note before we go. I'm a little disappointed in my boy Wooga. He dropped the 55. He's just down to 5. Still love him though.
That's still your number.
No respect for the Freeds anywhere. But guys, it's been great having you. We'll see you soon.
Boochies, we love you. And as always,
stay cultured. Peace. I forgot who says stay cultured. I say stay cultured.